Hello everyone, it's me again, Final Fantasy Lessons. I had mentioned a couple of days ago on my channel that I was thinking of doing this as my next info video, and as you can see, it's the Vercingetorix battle from Final Fantasy XIII, or Mission Mark 64, the last and ultimate mark of the entire game. Yes, that's right, I'm gonna do it today, just for you. I'm gonna start off by showing some of the statistics and stuff of the mark, and then some of the equipment and setup that you'll need in order to beat the monster. I'm gonna actually show it in the video where you can locate the seed stone and where the mark is itself. Now here's just a quick few things about the monster itself. You can refer back to these anytime you want when the video's actually playing, or just for your reference when you need it later. The sea stone location is located in Erba at the end of the Rust-Eaten Bridge. It's where you fought Bartandalus towards the end of Chapter 11, I believe. The actual mark location is located in the Yashas Massif in the Pedrain Archaeopolis. It's right at the end of the area. It's, the big, giant, ruin area. It's very hard to miss, and you'll know probably exactly where it's located if you've completed all the marks up to this point. Some brief stats about the monster. It does have the highest amount of HP out of all the marks in the entire game, and probably the most HP out of any monster, I believe, yeah. Close to 16 million HP. Its magic and strength are equal and very high, over 4,000, and it's immune to pain, fog, curse, stop, and doom, which is not really a big deal, but I thought I would mention it. So anyway, going on. Now here's a brief and quick reference party setup. The party that I used was Vanille, Lightning, and Fang, again, all of the three ladies. You could virtually use any party member you want, especially if you're close to mastering everyone's Crystarium. I just found these three to actually be the easiest, and I set Vanille to leader. That's mostly because I wanted to be in control of the healing, especially when it got down to the last vital moments of the battle, I guess you can say. Anyway, I'm going to go on to recommended paradigms. Those are all of it listed. I'm going to go into more detail about that in a second when the video starts. The recommended equipment, if you're fighting this battle for the first time and you want to play it safe, I would just go ahead and equip a bunch of upgraded defensive equipment, especially Royal or Imperial armlets. My real equipment is not going to actually reflect this, only because I equipped more offensive stuff just to help make the battle a little bit quicker. But if you want to play it safe, I would stick straight to defensive items. Tier 3 weapons help, and in fact they help quite a lot, but they're not necessary. You'll really only need them if you're planning to try and 5-star the battle, and even then trying to 5-star it is really hard until you get the Golden Watch, which means you have to fight the boss and then fight it again with the Gold Watch equipped. And it's still hard to get a 5-star even if you're trying to go as fast as you can. I would definitely recommend equipping a Genji Glove on Fang, because there may be a good possibility that you may be able to stagger the boss, and if she can inflict over 99,000 damage, it'll help it go a lot faster and smoother. With that, we are ready to begin. Here we are at the end of the Rust-Eaten Bridge in Erba. The sea stone's right in front of me, which activates the mark. After we activate it, I'll edit the video, and it'll take us right to where we need to be in the Pedrain Archaeopolis. As you'll notice as the video's playing, that I have done this mission already. I mean, it's painfully obvious, but I did it the last time I played. I did very little Crystarium building right after I beat it, so I'm not any more powerful right now than I was when I first beat it, so nothing much has changed. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the paradigms that I listed previously in the beginning of the video. Let's start with Infiltration. That's just basically your quick debuffing paradigm. You're going to need that periodically throughout the battle, and I'll go more into detail with that as the battle's playing out. Relentless Assault is actually kind of an optional paradigm. You don't really need it. You may want to use it in the beginning just to get out as much damage as you can, But if you want to play it safe, I would just stick with diversity, and you're going to need diversity towards the end of the battle when it gets more frantic. There's just no way that you'll be able to survive unless you have a medic working 24/7 healing everyone. Rapid growth is to put buffs onto your party. This will become less important as the battle gets to a close because the boss will be moving so quick that you won't be able to really put any buffs onto your party. Salvation is going to be used right after he uses his ultimate attack, and I'll go into that detail later. And Tortoise is what you're going to need when he's actually using that attack, and that attack's not hard to miss. Here's a quick setup for the equipment. I kind of messed up on Vanille. She has the Genji Glove equipped. She doesn't need it, so I would go ahead and put something else more worthwhile on her. Fang has the Aurora Scarf. I just did that to make her ATB a little bit faster because she's the only one here that does not have a third tier weapon like the other two women. Fang here has the Cane's Lance. I would go ahead and equip her with the Pandoran Spear or whatever spear that gives her improved debilitation. You'll want to have her be real quick on her Saboteur skills. Her and Vanille, by the way, and Vanille has the Belladonna one, as you saw. So here we are at the boss. Go ahead and give your party a quick application of Fort Assault and Age Assault at the beginning. It's not necessary, but it helps the beginning go through a lot faster. So here we are, and the battle's about to start.